Kristen Gibbons-Fedden. Kristen, you have followed this one from the very beginning. I want to just update our viewers about what's going on inside court right now. His defense team, given the acquittals on some of these charges, Kristen, they're asking for him to be released. Because remember, he's been behind bars. He was facing such serious crimes, even though he had pled not guilty and maintained his innocence. He was behind bars this whole time, right? He has been in a detention center for months now. And so they're asking for him to be released today, for him to be able to live in Miami at his home. They've said, look, his plane has been sequestered. This is his first conviction. He should be released on appropriate conditions. Kristen.
So, as you see, your boy Diddy is out of jail. Well, he didn't get convicted for the accounts that would have led him into jail for life. I'm glad about that. Me personally, I think this was more of a, what do you call that? A ritual, a ritual where, you know, he has to go through some humiliation ritual, if you will. For a black man, you know, if you, in this country, if you are not squeaky clean, you will be made to be humiliated. I never heard anything that I thought needed for him to be in jail for life. I didn't hear nothing about no children. I didn't hear nothing about no kidnapping. Because when you think of sex trafficking, you think of kidnapping. That's what it would be. You are, you know, holding someone, you know, against their will, and you are committing sexual acts with them. That would be, you know, you spreading them around. You will be a sex trafficker at that point. I didn't hear nothing like that during this time. You know, as a so-called black man in this society, you cannot be bold. You cannot be arrogant, confident. You cannot strut. You need to be like a little boy. And if you're not a little boy, you're going to be made to be humiliated on national. I guess it wasn't on TV, but nationally, his name is done. As many times he changed his name, he needs to be changing his name now. You understand that? Because we went from Puff Daddy to Puffy to Diddy. It needs to be something else. It needs to be Pastor Combs at this point, because I don't know how you're gonna get his name back. His name has been squandered. You understand that? His name is done. Like you got the damn the baby oil jokes. You got the homosexual jokes. No Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, this brother name is done. He gonna need to convert to Islam. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have to really change his outlook, his persona, because I don't see how anybody's working with him anymore. Hopefully he got enough money that he can ride out to the sunset. Maybe him and Russell Simmons can ride off together into the sunset, because it's done. He had to go through this humiliation, but maybe the humiliation was what he had to go through to get to the next step of success. You know, we don't know, you know, but this is definitely a humiliation tactic here. You're not going to be a mogul. You're not going to just be a billionaire. There's plenty of people that is going to be taken down. You see, we got the R. Kelly is already locked up. I just heard about Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry's in the news getting sued for sexual assault by a man. Now, we all kind of knew Tyler Perry was kind of a little sweet in the tank, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, maybe that's a ritual too that he gonna have to go through to get to his next step. You know, you're not gonna be in this society in Babylon doing what you want to do, and you ain't selling your soul in some way. You understand that? You just ain't. You're not about to be famous and powerful, and you ain't went through nothing. You understand me? Like LeBron James, his day is coming. I'm telling you. I mean, allegedly he's on steroids. That's gonna come out if that's true. They're not gonna let LeBron James just be a billionaire and his record is squeaky clean. You understand that? They did it to Tiger Woods. They did it to Bill Cosby. You know, you're not gonna be a billionaire with power in the white man society, and everything is cool.
What are the chances he walks today?
I think there is a high likelihood that he walks today. Keep in mind what the jury found, right? The jury did not find him guilty of counts 2 and 4. So they really ripped out the threat element. They ripped out the violence element. They ripped out the violent parts of which is what the prosecution used as the main thing to keep him in bail. Remember back to when they were arguing bail multiple times because the defense asked for reconsideration. And some of the main things that they pointed to was how Diddy was violent, how Diddy kind of utilized his enterprise to enact all of these violence. Well, the jury has spoken. There was no criminal enterprise, or at least they did not find that Puff Daddy or Diddy made any of these crimes possible through his power, through his money.
Yeah, see, you know, when in this society, what they do to the black man is they throw the book at you. They throw the whole book at you. Especially this is federal. This is federal, which is why it wasn't televised. The federal court system, they have like a 99% win. I don't know what this means. I don't know if this is a win. I think it is a win because they got 2 guilties. But 99% win rate. They don't want to put that on TV so you can maybe know the strategies or whatever. That's not going to be on TV. They trying to make sure that they win. And this is what I say is that every so-called black person needs to be on jury duty. You understand? We need to be able to protect our people from these type of tactics, antics. Like, look, he has 2 sex trafficking accounts. For what? It's the same thing. They're identical. Now, maybe, you know, the fine print, maybe not, but it says sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. And then count 4, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. So that's the same thing. And when I was on jury duty, I get it. You know, it does cost. I know we are, a lot of us is hardworking. We can't afford to be paid $15 a day. But if you can, once in your life, save up some money, get on a jury, you might save a black man's life. Like when I was on jury duty, I was on it for a week. It was tough, $15 a day, but I didn't die. I didn't go broke. I didn't get evicted. Okay. And the brother was on trial for robbery. Now he did rob the place. He got caught with the TV in his hand outside the house. So we had to say guilty for something, but he had like 3-4 counts as well. And one of them was the robbery, which I agree. The other one was possession of stolen goods. Well, of course he had stolen goods because he got caught in a robbery. I mean, that's redundant. Why would I now also charge you for stolen goods? Now, if I got sold the goods and I was caught with stolen goods, fine. But that means I wouldn't have a robbery. But if I'm the one that robbed and I got caught with the TV in my hand, and then they want to throw also possession of stolen goods. No way. So I fought with them white folks in that damn deliberation room. And I said, I'm not saying guilty for that. That's a redundant charge. He don't need it. So I think we didn't get to hear the sentencing. It just was a mess. But the point is, I saved that brother possibly from getting more years than what he needed to. And there was nothing on here that required P Diddy to go to jail for life. He just a freak. That's all. He just freaky. He just freaky, man. I mean, shit, I done seen a lot of things out here in the regular world. You ain't even got to be rich to be freaky. In the regular world, I've seen and heard people doing all type of swinging, and then white parties our people like to go to. They freak offs. We didn't heard about the Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? You heard about the 90s and what they was doing. Yeah, don't try to act like this man need to go to jail for being freaky when all y'all freaky. All y'all some nasty MFing freaks out here in the streets. You understand that? So don't try to act like you just holier than thou and he need to go to jail for no. He just need to put down the baby oil and the baby oil antics. He need to repent, stop with the homosexual BS, and have some discipline with his sexual escapades. Get him a wife, settle down, don't put your hands on her, and you'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. He gonna need to change up his whole little persona though. He gonna need to be Reverend Combs because I don't know who could work with him. I swear to God, I don't know. Because this brother, his name is done.
Through his control, through his violence. So there is a high likelihood that with his plane sequestered, with him and being Miami, and the fact that he is a celebrity where he can't really go unnoticed, right, there is a high likelihood that the judge may have released him on bail today.
Yeah, I mean, I
don't know, but his brother he got growing out his hair and it's all gray. Who will know who the hell this is? We thinking Puffy is still 30 years old. You know, black don't crack, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're doing crack. I try to stay away from the P Diddy jokes, but because I mean, you look good right there, but if he got a full head of gray hair, I don't know. We don't know who this nigga is. You're like, I think I might have seen. Excuse me, I think I might have seen Puffy out here. He didn't have no baby oil, but he looked like him. He looked kind of like him. He was doing the little two-step dance he got. You know, he was talking about some take that, but I was like, what? Hell no. I don't know. I'm just playing. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe he should be out of jail. I don't know what the minimum sentence is for transportation to engage in prostitution. And even that, you know what I'm saying? That's just flying people out. It's nothing but Instagram girls getting flown out. Okay? They all getting flown out. So you telling me that that's prostitution? No. You know what I'm saying? They just freaky, want to have some fun. That's it. But that don't mean you should be in jail for the damn shit. Golly. Like, I'm sure all these judges and prosecutors, I'm sure they all be at some freak offs too. Shit. Ain't nobody just living good. They probably swingers and getting what do you call that? BDM, where they be getting dominated and all that, man. Don't try to play me, man. Don't try to act like this is something that's just outrageous. It wasn't no children. Nobody was kidnapped. He just need to put the baby oil down.
Have his passport, but he has an enormous amount of means, and obviously the prosecution is going to oppose this. They're saying that his attorneys have been trying to downplay this years-long conduct. But Misty, if you're the judge in this moment right now, do you release him with the sort of hope in the prayer that he's not going to be able to fly out of the country somewhere?
I think it's very likely that he gets released now that he's convicted on these Mann Act charges, and that's it. You're not talking about the sex trafficking, force, fraud, and coercion. You're not talking about RICO, this widespread criminal enterprise. You're talking about two isolated Mann Act charges, and the analysis is going to be, number one, danger to the public. The other is going to be flight risk. So flight risk is what you're speaking of. To the extent that there's enough conditions on him to keep him and have him come back for sentencing, I think it's very likely that he gets released. And when he gets
I don't know if he's going to get released. It depends on what the minimum is. I've heard the minimum is 10 years, or the maximum was 10 years. I don't know what the minimum is for engaging in prostitution. I would imagine maybe a year or so. I don't know if, he just gets out scot-free, if he just does time served or probation. I don't know, but you can't the judge just can't decide to just let him out. You know what I'm saying? It depends on what the minimum is and, how he conducted himself in a trial. Of course, is he a first time offender? I believe he is, but there are some things that he probably should have been convicted for before. So depending on the judge, you never know. He is a so-called black man. Who knows, man? You know, this might just be a humiliation ritual that he had to go through, and you know, the judge would get her orders or their orders from up top. All right, let him out. And then never know, he might be, you know, a billionaire again, doing bigger and better things. But hopefully he don't take it for granted. Hopefully he understand his place in this society. You not invisible. You're not untouchable. You're not a white person, okay? And it's not about class. A lot of these so-called black folks be online that be tap dancing for the white man type of stuff. It's not about race. It's about class. Who classier than him? Who classier than Sean Diddy Combs? Look at him. Look how he is. It don't matter about your class, man. I don't want to hear that toe tapping bullshit BS from some of these black folks, you know, that don't want to admit that there's racism in the country. It clearly is. This brother he just like baby oil and men. I don't see that you should go to jail for that. I mean, not in this society. I mean, he needs to repent to get his life together for sure. But shit, we all do. Shit. A lot of us done things that, you know, we wouldn't want to tell our mamas and we wouldn't want the whole damn world to know about. So let's not even try to act like this brother is just so out of this world. You know, he just gotta, you know, he gotta control his damn spirit. He gotta put the damn baby oil down and be a man. You know what I'm saying? Stop being a grown child, thinking you could do whatever you want to do. Get some discipline in him, and get the men out of him, and he'd be all right. You know what I'm saying? He almost 60, I'm sure. He need to really just be more of a mentor, you know, give back, be more of a person that want to be a help to his people, because he need to get his name back. Right now he got a terrible name. The Bible said that a good name is better than gold. You know what I'm saying? Better than rubies. His name right now, woo-wee! You can't say Diddy without laughing, without thinking about something freaky, without the you know, cringing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you know, I'm glad the brother is out, or not out, but I'm glad he didn't have to go to jail for life. You know, now maybe we can stop talking about it and start, you know, talking about things that's way more important, like ICE, or, you know, the war over in Iraq or Iran, because there's way more stuff that's going on than this type of stuff right here. But I know our people love this type of stuff, so I just wanted to just say something about it. You know, this is definitely a ritual that he went through, that a lot of our people are going to go through, and you know, we all should be jurors at some point in our life. Don't be selfish, and don't let our people fall into the hands of the white man. You know, it's just one time in your life, man. You can't save everybody, but you know, maybe you can help out one. You know what I'm saying? And we got to be on each other's team at some point. We got to get on code at some point. You can't just wear a pro-black shirt, you know, with Malcolm X with the fist up on our sweatshirt, and that's all we do. No, you got to put in some work. You got to actually do something for your people. And that's a small thing. It's a cost, but it's a small cost, you know, once in your life. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, y'all, I'm out. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Yeah, I don't got no good question. Yeah, so all right, y'all, I'm out. Peace. Diddy, I need to stop with all that goddamn baby oil and shit. Get his life together.